So again, in retail in particular, loyalty is, I think, or our perception of loyalty has changed over the last few years.
Yeah.
I think that I'm often asked whether I think consumers are less loyal than they used to be. And I think that's a double-edged question, or a couple of answers to that. One is, I think that we've over-egged what we believe loyalty is for a consumer.
Yeah.
I think we've begun to realize over the last 4 or 5 years there are many dimensions to that loyalty.
Absolutely.
So for example, I think there's accidental loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
So I shop every week, a couple of times a week potentially, at my local co-op.
Yep.
And the reason I do that is because it's literally 50 yards from my house. Yeah. And the co-op will probably know that, because I never do a big spend. It's always that top-up shop that I do with them. But there's that accidental behavioural, lazy loyalty, if you like.
Yeah.
There's attitudinal loyalty. So we were talking earlier about football.
Yeah.
So for the last 20 or 30 years, I've been a big Leeds United fan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just something that is part of me. And it doesn't matter whoever's playing better football, whoever's winning more trophies than Leeds, and there are quite a few of those teams,
mm-hmm.
I will never change my allegiance. That's just part of me. I'll always be loyal to them. There's, advocacy loyalty. So I used to drive a BMW. I don't drive one now.
Mm-hmm.
But if ever someone was to ask me, what car would you suggest? That would be a brand that I would kind of go, if you can afford it, go for it, because it was the most amazing drive that I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the true loyalty, right? Which is something that I think, for example, my wife has with some of her skincare products.
Yeah.
Over the last 4 or 5 years, it doesn't matter how many freebies I brought home that has the Aesop label on it, the Avon label, the Natura label on it, the Body Shop label on it. She always goes back to the product that she loves best and is right for her as an individual. So I think that we're starting to understand that there are different types of loyalty that we need to look after or look at.